Hello and welcome to another video. Today I was playing with 2high2drush on a map called Mega Random. We have no idea what this map looks like. It could be anything. In fact, it turned into a nomad map. So I am the Burgundians, and 2high was going random and randomed into the Goths. So kind of funny because I'm usually the Goths, but now I'm just starting to realize. So with a nomad start, you don't even have a town center. You just have villagers in random spots on the map. Um, so you don't know what the map looks like, and you have to start by making a town center somewhere. So now I'm realizing that I just built my town center in between two other enemy town centers. So not a great starting spot at all. Like pretty much the worst you can possibly imagine. Because now I have two enemies immediately on my doorstep. I'm not going to be able to take many resources. Because I've realized this. I'm even trying to take some of the sheep, but I can't because he's got too many villagers close by. Decided to kill these deer, so he doesn't have a whole lot. Thought maybe I could steal that boar, but not happening. Um, so I don't know. I'm pretty frustrated because I'm like, man, I was just wanting a decent game here, but now I'm already starting out in such a terrible position. But 2high is in my ear at the moment, telling me,
Invasion.
"Look, it's okay. All you have to do is just be annoying and die slowly." Because they're going to waste a lot of their time killing me, and if I've already resigned myself to the idea that I'm going to lose this starting spot anyways because it's just undefendable, then I can go ahead and prepare, embrace the reality, and just make it happen. So 2high, it's got a nice little spot over here. Looks like this map is, nomad, but also has these four random hills. Well, they're not random. They're in the corners. Um, but I did manage to kill one villager of blues over here, so you see one KD there. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I know I'm gonna lose this spot, so let's just be annoying. So I make a barracks, thinking maybe I can make some militia and do something annoying. Um, Although I am struggling for resources because if you look at what I can see, I don't see any food. This is my last sheep. I don't have anything, so I'm literally just sending a villager out to try to see anything. Um, Maybe find some food anywhere. Um, Now I'm sending a bunch more villagers out.
Invasion.
I did manage to spot this mining camp, so I'm trying to be annoying there by walling it in, but he builds a house to wall me out, so this is this villager is trapped, so that little palisade wall is going to be annoying, but he's going to clear it up fine. But again, I'm just trying to be annoying. I've already given up the fact that I'm gonna not have a great start here. I escaped some villagers, found some food, so that I can keep making more villagers and maybe eventually get up to feudal age. But I figure in feudal age I'm probably dead. Or at least, my starting eco is dead, so I need to go ahead and escape. Nomad is really weird because you don't. It's even weirder on Mega Random because you just have no idea what the map looks like, and then all of a sudden it's Nomad, and you don't even know where to build a town center. And so obviously I made a poor choice in retrospect. But again, I'm just being annoying, so I decide, okay, these villagers can't take food, so they might as well just try to break in on this stone. Which it did dawn on me that he's going for stone, which means he's probably going to be building towers as soon as he gets to feudal age. So I thought maybe I could harass these villagers, maybe have a villager fight. Delay him is what I want to do. Just delay. Let them spend as much time killing me, and me delay them getting a strong eco, so 2high can be over here nice and quietly booming. This is especially the case because he is the Goths. Goths do like to have some time to get their eco rolling. Looks like he's decided he has enough stone, and is going to let me have that position. But I think at this point I also realize, well, he's probably already got plenty of stone. So he's going to make his towers just fine. Not going to be able to stop that. Getting more food over here. And then let's see what happens here. Green is on his way up to feudal age. 2high is on his way up to feudal age as well. Blue is still delayed a little bit. He actually did lose that one villager in this fight over here on the hunt earlier. But otherwise, he has been able to keep his villagers safe. So I did make one militia. And the green is making the expected towers. I did manage to wall off the rest of this stone. He's walling off this tower, so I can't rush the tower down. So good play on his part. I finally noticed there were these two villagers just sitting under this town center.
Invasion.
So he did get this tower up, but he's actually already lost 3 villagers in the process. And I still haven't lost anything yet. If he's not careful, he's going to lose some more villagers.
Invasion.
Also, I don't think he realized my town center is actually close enough to be able to range this tower. So my town center will win that fight. In fact, the tower is already halfway down. So he's going to try to repair it while he's building another one over here. But unfortunately, that one also is going to be ranged by my town center. So his tower rush, while it does prevent me from putting any eco here, I was never planning to put any eco here. So no big deal. In fact, it's just going to be annoying and delay him because he's going to spend a lot of time. He's actually got these 4 idle villagers in here. So do I, but again, I've already resigned myself to that fact. Let's see, where's this fight going on? Oh, okay, so he's trying to break back in to get more stone because I made those walls, so he's not able to get to it very easily. Already knocked down that tower. Now it's going immediately to shoot that tower. Meanwhile, 2high is still undisturbed. We did have a pause here, so that's what this is all about. 2high had someone at his door, so he had to pause it. I said to him, really terrible starting spot, eh? And he said, it's a done game anyway. And I don't know what that means. I don't know if he's saying that I'm dead, or if he's saying he's dead. I mean, I did just kill 2 of the towers he tried to build, so maybe he's frustrated. But I'm frustrated too, because I'm not able to do hardly anything. I send these villagers in here thinking I can have a villager fight. Unfortunately, I'm running into the town center. I try to take this farm because I see he's placed it but hasn't started building it. But I can't actually kill that with villagers. Now I'm misclicking, actually starting to chop this tree when what I'm trying to do is attack these villagers. So now I'm realizing, okay, that's not going to work out. I did manage to take that farm and delete it, so I did at least deny him that 60 wood. Meanwhile, blue is up to feudal age, and 2high, I'm on my way up to feudal age, and then 2high's on his way up to castle age. So 2high's going to take advantage of them all being distracted with me over here, and he's going to get a nice boom as the Goths, just what the Goths like, a good boom so they can make strong military later. So I'm walling him in, and so he's annoyed by that again. It's really not a big deal though. Like, he could still mine that stone just fine. So he's kind of wasting this time killing that. But that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. Just be annoying. Be a presence that they have to deal with. I'm even building a stable here. Not that I have a lot of food. Although I am at least taking some food over here. Finished up the hunt there. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I can make a stable, make a few scouts, and be annoying because they've still left me alive over here. So 2high is just about into Castle Age. Blue is getting armor upgrade on his cav, so he's also going cav, scout cav.
Invasion.
He does show up over here. I realize this, so I do decide to start to make spearmen in defense and my own cav.
Attacker.
So although this could have been really damaging, he actually still hasn't killed anything of mine yet. Well, he killed one scout, but he didn't kill any of my villagers here that were just trying to take some resources. I still have a lot of idle villagers in here, 4 idle villagers. It's hard to keep up with things. Meanwhile, 2high is building his 4th town center, so he's going for a really fast boom with multiple town centers like that. I'm going to build a tower here just to try to be annoying.
Invasion.
Looks like green actually sees that, so he's going to not die to it. I do have 4 scouts as well, which I can send into someone's eco. Let's see. That was 2high sending me some resources because I don't have hardly anything. Unfortunately, I did walk right by this lumber camp and not notice it. Now I'm finally noticing it. So I'm going to go in, kill a couple of villagers if I can, whatever I can get before his army shows up. He shows up with 2 scouts. They are weak, so I could fight that and then start fighting the villagers again, but stumbled across more villagers. Too many for me to take on. Now I realize I'm stuck in a corner. I might as well just try to kill something. So, killed 1 more villager. So I've killed 3 villagers from blue this game and 3 from green as well. Meanwhile, green is in Castle Age now, and he has 2 barracks, so he's actually going to go eagles. I've got these spearmen that because I'm defending against the cavalry, but those spearmen are not going to do much against eagles. So now that the eagles are in on my farms here, I'm not going to be able to do much. I'm actually just fighting it off with villagers because I know they're going to die anyways, and I don't really have anywhere to run. What am I going to do? Run all the way to the town center over here? Maybe this tower, but the eagles would just dive under it and kill the tower. So I did kill at least 1 eagle there in the process. So at least that's something. Have a little bit of eco down here. At least some villagers for when I finally lose this position, which I still haven't lost that position, which surprises me. I figured as soon as someone got Castle Age, there'd be a castle directly on this town center, and it would be gone. Now I'm like, okay, well maybe I can wall him in here, which wasn't a great idea anyways, but it was at least something that annoyed him enough to react to, and send his units out here to where they can get shot by the tower. Unfortunately, the tower is going after these eagles over here. So now, okay, so I'm thinking, okay, try to wall them again. Again, that's not a great idea because then I'm just walling them into the tower. But I guess that at least traps this army for when he does kill the tower and all of these villagers. So that's 5 more villagers that I just lost. So death has arrived for me. I am walling him in here. I finally got that wall up. I am down to 13 villagers. But look at 2high here. He's got 71 villagers. Green has 26, so he's pretty delayed. He hasn't built a 2nd town center yet. Blue has still just 1 town center, but he's got 45 villagers. But yeah, that 75 villager count for 2high, and he's on his way up to Imp. So I just got to Castle Age. He just clicked Imperial Age. So all this distraction that I've caused over here just by being here has been great for 2high. I've got pretty much out of this game at this point because I'm already given up on this town center. I managed to get to Castle Age out of it, which was more than I expected. And I've got some villagers over here, 6 villagers over here for when I inevitably have to completely leave this area.
Invasion.
Even though I've got hardly any eco, I'm already thinking about how can I be annoying. Getting the armor upgrade for my cavalry, and I'm making a couple of knights. Because I'm like, well, sure, I can't really make any villagers out of this, so I might as well put that food into some sort of army. So that's what I'm doing there. I'm going to make a couple of knights, try to do something with it, keep them distracted while 2high gathers himself and begins to prepare the counterattack. Let's see what green and blue see. So green did finally send some units over here and discover where 2high is. He walked right by this town center. So they do finally know where the other guy is. They've spent all their time on me, kind of forgotten about 2high. Let's see what else is going on here. So the knights are coming around. I did get those villagers, a couple of those villagers anyways, into this town center. Let's see. What's... oh, okay, there it is. These eagles are... they found where my eco is, which is not ideal. They're going to be able to kill those villagers. I'm going to come in for these, and man, that's not looking good for me at all. I'm definitely not going to be able to kill those, but thankfully 2high's actually already got two-handed swordsman. That's going to kill these eagles pretty easily.
Attacker.
Meanwhile, blue is finally building the castle on my TC. My 2 knights did manage to come in there and kill a few villagers in the process. But I am down to 9 villagers, and honestly it's probably 9 population too. So yeah, not looking great for me, but I already resigned myself to the fact I was going to lose this whole position and probably a lot of my eco at the beginning, so my expectations were set, and I'm not too disappointed. I just need to find some way to build a town center. I'm gonna have to rely on 2high to actually send me enough resources to build a town center, because I've only got 1 on wood, and I don't have any access to stone. Green is signaling that 2high has economy over here, so they're finally starting to think about the other player in this game. They're killing that town center. Great, great. Congratulations. It took you 37 minutes to do that. So, thankfully, that delay is why 2high is able to get this game back under control for us. In fact, we do have the score lead together because of him. My score is absolutely terrible. Green has a second town center, and he's making plumed archers out of his castle. 2high he's got some army over here to distract blue with, but that will die to these knights. So that's okay though. He's got enough eco to make more. He did stop making villagers, which is not great. Blue has actually caught up with him on the villager count. Green is at 53, and I'm still at 9, but I do finally have a town center. And I found a boar, so I'm getting some food as well, so I will recover. Just going to be a little while. In the meantime, I do still have this stable, so I can be annoying by making a few knights here or there. Blue is killing these houses, which is definitely annoying me because it actually does cause me to get housed. 2high is upgrading to Halberdier, so he realizes with the Magyar Hussar and the Knights that he's going to have to have a response to that with these halberdiers. He's mixed in the two-handed swordsman as well, and seeing the plumed archers also lets him know that Huskarls would be a decent play as well. So he'll be able to take care of that shortly. Let's speed up just until we see the next bit of action here. 2high moving forward with the infantry army. Blue's starting to is still attacking my starting buildings over here. And 2high was able to get some good hits there, and he's still got a good amount of pikemen at home, so these blue knights and Magyar Hussar are not going to be able to do anything to him. So this whole game, he's still untouched. Meanwhile, he sent his infantry army into Green's base, and is actually going to go ahead and kill Green's starting TC. So Green did manage to get up to 78 villagers before this happened, and he's got 2 other town centers, so it's not the 3 other town centers actually. So it's not the end of the world, but it is certainly annoying, and now they realize they've got a big fight on their hands. He did manage to get these plumed archers with the Huskarls over here, so good fight there. Now he's just looking for 2high's just looking for where to get damage again. We don't see a whole lot over here. We don't realize there's a town center there yet, so he's going to send the infantry there and just start attacking villagers. So being annoying. Now Blue's got pikemen and two-handed swordsmen up inside his base. Something that's going to be difficult to take care of. And now there's more heading in for Green's eco over here, which 2high just now spotted. Meanwhile, let's see, yep, I did manage to make 2 knights, so I'm thinking, okay, well, I can just be annoying somewhere. So right now I'm just trying to scout the map, see if I can find any exposed resources, maybe a mining camp that doesn't have anything to defend it, and then distract them and kill a bunch of villagers. And while 2high is really doing the majority of the work here, which he has to be doing, because I am still pretty wrecked on my eco, up to 19 villagers. Actually managing to get Cavalier. I did spot this TC over here, just signaled it to 2high. So, unfortunately, Green saw that, so he managed to kill that knight, but I know it's there, so I'm gonna come back for it eventually. And 2high is just flooding the infantry forward. Just look at this map. This is why we call it the Goth Flood, or the Stream, or maybe the Spigot sometimes. Sometimes we refer to it as the Spigot, where you just point the spigot in one direction and all the infantry just flow that direction. They're all just walking right under this town center, actually, into the heart of Blue and Green's eco over here. So he may lose some of these, a lot of these actually, but it doesn't matter because he's got a whole lot more behind it. I do manage to come back over here. So Green's got 14 villagers over here. We'll check back in a little bit and see how many I've killed. Now Green is distracted from this because he's trying to desperately build this castle, which 2high is signaling me about. And I'm letting him know I'm able to get some distracted damage in over here in the meantime. 2high almost stops this castle, but there is one villager left that did manage to get walled off and is making that castle. So it will go up, but I think Blue and Green have quite a lot on their hands at this point, and 2high is sending another army of halberdiers forward. So 22 more halbs, and he's going to take out this TC with the two-handed swordsman. 19 two-handed swordsmen, 22 halbs. So he's got a nice big army. Blue's actually going skirmishers, which I guess is to counter the halbs, but that's not going to do great against the two-handed swordsman. Okay, so I managed to kill just about all of those villagers before he finally garrisoned. Okay, he might have garrisoned 2 of them there. So I killed at least 12. That's really good damage, just from him not noticing that. And now my knight's just sitting over here thinking, okay, well, let him think he's safe again, and then dive back in. 2high is massing another army. He's making some siege, a couple of rams. The blue player has mixed in cav archers, but that's honestly cav archers. Goths don't really. That doesn't really scare the Goths because between halberdiers and huscarls, which here are the huscarls, they will die pretty easily. Unfortunately for blue, the cav archers are actually target firing the ram here. So while they're trying to fire at this ram, which has hella pierce armor, these halbs are actually able to come right in and get great hits on the cav archers. So that whole cav archer army is dead. Now he finally kills that ram he was worried so much about, but out pop more halberdiers, and down go the Magyar Hussar. Meanwhile, 2high still has a nice big army of huscarls in here, which can wipe out their last of this army. I'm just letting 2high know he has a few more units over here he could use. Now he's going in with the huscarls, which are going to kill skirms and plumed archers very easily. They do die to cav, but not very fast. So especially when the cav are attacking something else. So 2 huscarls versus 2 Magyar Hussar. Yeah, the other huscarls come over and finish it off. I come back in on this gold area again. Get a few more villagers before he finally notices again. I'm up to 34 villagers, so I actually finally have some eco now. I've even got a second town center, so I'm back in business here at minute 54. But 2high is absolutely wrecking over here, and they finally call the GG. They realize there's not much they can do here. Take a quick look at the stats. Military stats. 2high had a positive KD as the Goths. Even I had the positive KD despite losing all my eco. And let's see, largest army 106. So from 2high, I only had 7, which is absolutely pathetic. But 106 army, obviously that's going to wreck just about anything. Even if they have, a great counter unit, he's going to be able to flood in there and kill anything. He managed to get 7 relics, and surprisingly enough on this map, there's still, I actually did count them up. Despite him getting 7, there were still 15 more relics on this map, so that's one thing we didn't notice or really take much advantage of, although 2high did by getting 7 of them. 2high got the best castle time while the others were busy taking care of me, and got a great Imperial Age time as well. While I pretty much sucked, but just died slowly, which was all I needed to do. 114 villagers for blue, 91 for 2high, so he could have done a little bit better on the eco, but he did all he needed to do to take that game back. I think the lesson from that game is when you find yourself in a really bad position, 2v1, just die slowly. Let your ally get his eco under order, and then be able to prepare the counterattack that will eventually flood them and overwhelm them later in the game. And that's what 2high did. He ignored my screams and my wailings over my terrible situation and just told me, look, just survive, die slowly, and we'll come back.